Hey, buddy, how are you?
The choice.
What's going on?
There isn't anyone else in the Hangout?
Nobody's here, brother, just me and you.
Yeah, works just fine.
So, what do we got to get this team doing to get cranking and get serious, brother?
Yeah, I was sick this couple of days ago.
How you feeling? You feeling okay?
Yeah, I had like a lot of fever, some headache. It was bad, but we're feeling better right now.
Good. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Um, I do you think any of the other guys will be joining us at all?
I thought Sergio was joining because I talked to Renzo before, and Renzo told me that he had like no Wi-Fi connection at his place, so he will be looking for some place to go.
Got it.
From Daniel, I know nothing.
Okay. Well, talk
Um,
to me. So, give me some updates. How's everybody doing?
yeah, everything right now is working just fine, but we feel like we have slowed down like a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have not been doing the things uh, fast as we should have,
Mm-hmm.
or the tools we must have.
Yeah. Well, part of me wanting to do these calls on a regular basis is just to kind of help light a fire, under you guys and provide some mentorship and inspire, some different activities and things throughout the week and strategize and game plan a little bit. I'm just hoping that I can get the buy-in of the leadership team because I'd really like to be able to do these on a regular basis with you guys. And I was looking at the sales numbers for the last 2 weeks, and Peru seems to be the only team that's dropped off while everybody else is really increasing in sales. So clearly, I need to do a better job of communicating with you guys and getting everybody fired up and excited. And I just wanted to get everybody's take today on where things are, what we need to be doing more of. I wanted to just kind of hear what everybody's thoughts were. That's what my hope was for today.
Yeah, because right now we feel like most of our volume was from auto ships orders, but new enrollments, like, it has been really few.
Yeah. And so we're missing a what I don't see is like I'll give you an example. I had an airline pilot, and I had him on a phone call a couple of months ago, and I asked him. I said, "Look, when you're taking off, what does it take to get the plane off of the ground?" And he says, I have to give it 100%. And I says, well, if you gave it 30%, what would happen? And he says, well, we'd mosey down the runway and we'd never get off the ground. And I says, what if you gave it 70%? He says, well, we'd mosey down the runway a little bit faster and probably go to the end of the runway and probably run into the wall. And I says, what if you gave it 80 or 85%? He says, well, you'd probably run down the runway a little bit faster, go through the brick wall and run into the Taco Bell. And I said, okay. And he says, I said, so you're telling me that it takes 100%. He says, it takes 100% to get the plane off of the ground. Once you get it off of the ground, you'll always notice that the plane at that point, they pull back on the throttle a little bit. You actually feel it when that happens. And I believe that we have to have the buy-in of the entire leadership team to be full out 100% right now. And that includes, and the number one focus should be on how many shows did we get as a team this week. So you, Daniel, Christian, Renzo, and who's the other gentleman? I forget his name that's in the leadership team right now.
Oh, Luis?
Is it Luis?
Yeah.
Luis. Almost every Monday, you guys should be kind of comparing notes and saying, okay, as a team, JP, how many shows did your team have this week? And then you would look and say, okay, on my team, I know this person did 2 shows, this person did 1, I did 3, so I had 8 shows. And then the next person, and so on and so on. And then as a leadership team, your number one objective should be, how can we increase the exposures? How can we increase the shows this week so that we can get in front of more people? And that's what we really have to get focused in on, is just how many shows. And what we're doing over here that may apply for you guys, I don't see why it wouldn't work over there as well. Well, I guess the only catch is you don't have Instantly Ageless yet. We're using the 2-minute Instantly Ageless video, and we're doing a 200-minute challenge where we're challenging over the next 50 days every one of our team members to show that 2-minute video every day, twice daily. Meaning they text it to somebody in person, they go meet and show the video, something. But that's what we're doing over here. Over there, it would have to be a little bit different. We would have to come up with a different exposure tool until the 2-minute, until the Instantly Ageless is available and available for purchase. But really, it all comes back to just anything that you can do. It could be 2 texts a day to set an appointment, or recalling 2 people a day and inviting 2 people to meet with you that week to hear more about the business opportunity. It could be anything that's focused around just getting people into those daily habits.
Yeah, because the only issue right now with coffee is that we show the 2-minute video.
Yeah.
Most people say like, I want that, but
yeah,
we don't currently have that.
Yeah. No, it can't be the 2-minute video right now. For you guys, I think that your biggest success right now is going to come from selling the dream, selling the business, selling the opportunity, and not so much focus. Like over here, we're focusing on the product because Instantly Ageless is such a sexy story. But I think for you guys right now, I think it should be just focused around trying to set appointments with your people, or getting your people to set appointments that you leaders are going to meet with them to help them meet with their people. And so if it were me and I were over there and it were my Monday, what I would be doing is I'd have my calendar open and I'd be reaching out to everybody on my team and saying, okay, hey, listen, we're pushing for appointments this week. I'm available to meet with anybody that you want me to meet with, and I'd be encouraging them to, what's wrong? Sorry, JP, hang on. What's wrong? I'm in the middle of a meeting. What do you need, honey? Okay, come here. I love you. I'm in the middle of a meeting, okay? Okay, you're okay. Just be a good boy, okay? The girls yelled at him. So what I would be focused on is just challenging your people to get into the daily habit of just setting an appointment up. And all they're doing is reaching out to people and saying, hey, listen, are you happy? Are you satisfied with your current circumstances? And if not, are you open to taking a look at an opportunity? And you just teach them to ask those 3 questions. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you open right now to taking a look at an opportunity? And if they say yes, say, what's your availability this week? I would love to be able to meet with you. I can meet with you at the lobby of this hotel at this time. I'd love to introduce you to my business partner. And what you do is you teach your entire team to try and focus on setting 1 or 2 appointments for the week, set goals with them each on Monday. And by the end of the week, your schedule's full because now you've got, hopefully, you at least have engaged at least 5 to 10 people that are all willing to set you up with 1 or 2 appointments that week. And then you're just going and sitting down and you're doing the flip chart presentation. You're focusing on timing of this company. You're focusing on the story of how quickly the company's growing and what is about to happen with Instantly Ageless, and trying to get them enrolled based on that. That's what I would do.
How do we do to teach our people to make to close their guests? Because most of their guests, when they come, they say yes to opportunity and everything, but it's their job to follow on that, right?
Yeah. If you don't close them right then and there, then we need to teach those people that we have to keep moving them from one exposure to the next to the next. And so now it's important that you guys are also providing other resources for them to plug into. So like here, we have a Tuesday night opportunity call. We have a Thursday night webinar. And then locally, we're doing a weekly meeting. So what we do is we encourage our people to send the video. In your case, it would be your people calling out just saying, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you open to taking a look? And then that next step, if they're not ready to sign up, is, hey, I want to invite you to our meeting on Friday night so that you can see what's really happening. Or that next step is, hey, I want to invite you over to meet with my friend Daniel for a cup of coffee. He's the top leader in the organization, and I want to introduce you to him. And what you guys do is They just keep moving that person from one exposure to the next in the shortest amount of time as possible. You might teach them to send a video, say, send the Secret of Jeunesse video to them, and then follow up a day later. So that's just training stuff, and we've just got to get your team trained on exactly what they need to be doing as the next step after the meeting.
Yeah.
And I can help you guys put that. I can help you put that together, JP. You find it, or was it?
The only issue we have right now that we were talking with.
Sorry, JP. Go ahead.
We were. I was talking to Christian also, and the only issue that has really get to us is that we have been doing a lot of meetings. A lot of people saying yes to opportunity, but when we check our back office, none of them have enrolled.
Okay, so we're not closing, so we need to focus on closing training a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So would it be helpful if I did a closing training for the entire team, or at least, I mean, what I wanted to do with the group is I wanted to do a series of trainings where we do a recruiting training, and we get that first, because the first thing, we're dead in the water if we're not learning how to pique people's interest. And so the first thing we have to do is get your entire team into the habit of piquing people's interest, and that's pretty easy to do. And then once we've got them doing that, then the next step is what do we do, or how do we close in a meeting? And we go through some closing training. And then if they don't close, where do we direct them? What's the next tool? What's the next exposure? And I think that, I'd be happy to put something like that together that's a training that focuses on all three of those things if you feel like we can get some participation.
I think if we can get all the leadership to get to their groups to attend the meetings, we can do that. But right now, they didn't show up.
Yeah.
They commit to that.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, that's what I mean when I say how committed is everybody right now, because we're trying to launch a new business, and just me and you being friends, outside of you, JP, I'm not getting that sense of commitment from everybody right now. Even Daniel, I'll be honest with you. I feel like that sense of urgency is not there among the leadership team. Every one of those guys committed that they would be here today, and not one of them inboxed me to say they're not here. And that's a little bit discouraging for me, because, I want to provide mentorship and I want to help, but I'm just not seeing the commitment on their part.
Yeah. I don't know what was happening to them in this couple of days, but for instance, I know that Renzo was sick. I think he the one who got me sick. Also, Christian is sick. So.
What, you guys all been kissing each other?
Not really.
Yeah, you don't sound good.
The thing is, yeah. The thing is, I'm not able to do any presentation this couple of weeks, so a couple of days before. So our guys keep calling me, but I couldn't just stop. And
well, let me.
I think that he's right now just feeling tired because of all the pressure of all the meetings we have been doing. Not all of them joining.
Okay. Well, I just want to express this to you, JP. I really have seen a lot of growth out of you over the last 8 months or so since we've known each other, and I just want you to know personally that you're ready. Like, you have what it takes to go build a giant team. And I think sometimes it's easy I want you to know that I believe you have 100% the ability and the capabilities to become a top producer in that market. And I want you to not look at what everybody else is doing to set your benchmark. I want you to raise the bar of expectation on yourself, maybe partner up with Daniela, and I am literally willing to, if you fill my calendar, JP, I will get in front of every prospect that you put me in front of, as long as you give me a little bit of notice so I can work it into my schedule. But I genuinely believe that you have the talent and the ability to be a superstar. And I really want you to just to consider that, because I really think that I want you to raise the bar. I want you to raise the bar on yourself and be the example for the other guys. Some of those other guys, I want to say they're younger. Maybe they're the same age, but their mentality is a little bit younger than yours is. And I just believe that you have the ability to really inspire that team. And I would love to be able to help you do that.
Yeah, that sounds great. Really great. Thanks for your words, Travis.
I think that the key right now, JP, is you need to find out who your hot list is. You need to know who your runners are. Like if it's your team, I think that what needs to happen is you need to know who's on board. Like, are you ready to take this to the next level? Because I'm ready to take. I'm going to be working this thing relentlessly over the next 30 to 60 days, and I want to know if you're in or you're out. And if you're out, if the timing's not right, that's okay. But what I'm doing is I'm putting together a hot list of people that I know are committed and ready to take their business to the next level, go to the next rank, and I want to know, are you in or are you out? And you have that conversation with every personal sponsor that you have, and maybe even some people down a couple of levels, and figure out who your runners are. And then I would have a meeting with those runners, and I would say, listen, this is my commitment. My next 30 days, I'm going to eat, breathe, and sleep Jeunesse. And my entire focus is on helping whoever wants to get to the next level, get to the next level. And if it's not the right time for you, that's fine. But I am going to go all out. And here's what we want to do. We want to focus on setting appointments. Every one of you knows somebody who is dissatisfied with their current circumstances. Every one of you knows somebody who's currently unhappy with their financial situation. I want you to reach out to them, and I want you to get them in front of me and Travis. And you know what? The first couple meetings, I'll do the presentations with you on every single one of them so that you can just hear how it goes and hear how the close goes. And just by me being there, maybe I can help. And as long as you can get somewhere where there's a Wi-Fi signal, you and I will do the presentation with them. And you just let them know, all you have to do is, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Do you have a plan in place to give you everything you want in life? And if not, would you be willing to take a look at one? And that's what they need to do. And they just need to fill your calendar book with appointments.
Yeah, I will do that.
So, and again, I'm not, JP, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you some suggestions. But if you are really ready to take it to the next level, that's what we got to focus on. We've got to take a look at all of the leaders' appointment books. And I wanted to ask everybody an honest question today and say, are you really truthfully giving it 110% right now? And if not, then let's take a close look at ourselves and say, what do we need to do as a leadership team to take this to the next level? And if you're ready to run, dude, I'm telling you, I've never been more excited than I am right now about what's happening. We have an incredible, incredible opportunity in front of us with this company. This compensation plan is amazing. We have just got to create a little bit of fire over there again and get that excitement going that we had back in the day. And, you know, I'm going to come over there, but I don't want it to be when I come, it's exciting. When I'm not there, it's not exciting. We've got to have a system that builds even when I'm not there. So that's why I want to start doing these regular meetings with you guys.
By the way, when are you coming again?
Well, the second half of July, we've got to be in Utah for the Jeunesse University. As soon as I get back from that, I was thinking I was going to come probably the first week of August is what I'm thinking. Right around that August 5th, somewhere in there. I'm looking at my calendar right now to see if I can make it work right around that first week after the Jeunesse University, because I want to go to that first and get as much information as I can from the company and then come to Peru.
Yeah, because just to plan ahead to make all the events, all the things we need. Because right now, what we're feeling right now is that we are not having the support we need from Jeunesse.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons for Francisco left, because he felt all the cross-sponsorship things that the compliance did nothing about and everything like that is kind of slowing us down.
Yeah, I understand.
Just like, no?
Well, you know, I understand that. I also think Francisco's head was messed up. Truthfully, I think he's messed up in the head. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I like Francisco. I just mean I don't think his head was right. I think that he was, you know, when I didn't give him money, when I gave the other leaders money, I think that was part of it too. I think that pissed him off.
Yeah, but I don't think that he knows about.
Oh, he does. You don't think he did? Because he was asking me for money, so I figured he did.
Yeah, but we didn't talk to anyone about that, so I don't think he
See,
knows.
here's the thing: is I would have given him money if I felt like he was committed, but I felt like he wasn't committed. So I'm not going to give somebody money when they're not committed. You know what I mean? And that was my problem with Francisco. Is I felt like he was focusing on all the excuses and he wasn't really. I just didn't feel his commitment. But I do understand. I mean, I get that he had people that left and he didn't get the support from corporate, and I get all that. But you know what? I want to make up where corporate's not supporting you. I want to make up for it. So you guys have meetings. Let me be a part of the meetings. When you guys, we need to get the team on board with, being committed. Part of that's just showing up to calls like this. I really want you to have a kind of a heart to heart with those guys and say, look, we have the ability to be able to be mentored by Travis and really take our business to the next level. And nobody showed up but me, guys. Where's our commitment level at? And I hope that you'll have that conversation with them.
Yeah, hopefully I will see them all later because we
Okay.
have all a meeting in Starbucks. We all have meetings over there, so
Okay.
hopefully I will see them all.
Well, I am free tomorrow morning if we can, I'm not going to keep scheduling it if they're not going to show up, but I am free tomorrow morning if they want to all get on a call, and I would like to have that conversation with them about commitment, and then I'd like to have a conversation about just really the daily method of operation and what we got to get back to the basics, JP. You guys know how to build this thing, and it's just a matter of showing the plan, getting our people, teaching our people to set appointments, and getting our people to put people in front of us and get out there and start doing one-on-ones, and then use those one-on-ones and funnel those people into your events. And your events are there to create excitement and close people. And we just keep moving them from one exposure to the next until somebody says, yes, I want to try the products, or I'm ready to join. And we just got to increase that activity and create that a little bit of excitement and momentum again. And I know we can do it. I know we can do it. You guys are amazing leaders, and I know we can recapture some of that excitement.
Yeah. So one of the issues I have been with our new guys is that they don't like calling their list.
Okay.
I remember something like Steve Merritt uh, say if you want to call for them, you know.
Well, you can do that in the beginning just to show them how easy it is. My personal take on that is I would go meet with them and then make calls with them. So you're there with them while they're making a call and you're coaching them. Because if you do it for them, the reality is I was taught you never do something for somebody that they can do for themselves. But what you do have to do is you have to be an encourager, and you have to kind of give them a little push. And I'm just going to tell you, they're not going to do it on their own. So if you say, hey, make your list and start calling your people, and they're brand new, they're never going to make that call because that fear is so overwhelming. So what you have to do is you have to have, calling parties or get together with them and say, hey, listen, we're going to get together on Thursday. And on Thursday, for an hour, we're going to see who can set the most appointments, and we're going to give a prize. And you put a whiteboard up and you write down those 3 questions. And you show them how to do it and say, look, guys, here's all you're going to do. You're going to say, how are things going? And then when they answer, you're going to reply and say, let me ask you a question. Are you happy? Are you satisfied with your current circumstances? And then when they reply, you're going to say, do you have a plan in place to give you everything you want in life? And when they say no, then you're going to ask this question. Are you open to looking at one, and set appointment? And you put it up there on the whiteboard for them to see, and then you do the first call and show them how it's done, and then say, okay, guys, we've got 60 minutes. Let's see who can set the most appointments over the next hour. And I guarantee you, in that setting, when they're with their peers and when you show them how to do it and they have the questions up on the board and they see how easy it is, they'll do it. So I personally believe in that versus just calling people for them. Because I'll be honest, JP, if you called my friends and said, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Travis and we want to know if you're happy, they're going to be like, what in the world is this? Who is this guy? So I personally believe in teaching people how to fish. But I think in the beginning when somebody's getting started, you can't expect them, you can't just say, here's your getting started paper go fill this list out, go call these people and set an appointment because they won't do it. You have to have a setting where either you're meeting with them one-on-one and you show them how it's done, you do a little quick training, write the questions down, and then say, okay, let's call through your list and let's see how many appointments we can set. Or even more fun, if you do it in a group setting and you get your whole team together, don't tell them why you're getting together, just tell them it's a very, very important meeting, and then get everybody together this coming Thursday and say, okay, for the next hour, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to set, this is the prize, and here's how we're going to do it, here's the questions, and here's the agenda.
Yeah, right.
Hi everyone, I'm sorry I'm late.
Well, I'm glad you made it for the last 2 minutes of the training today, Sergio.
I'm really sorry. I had a I was just I made a catalog for the products we have here in Peru, and I was in a meeting with the designer making all the catalogs and the pricing and the distributed pricing, so I was a bit busy. However, it's already done. It's going to be finished for today in the night, and we're having some new tools for our people on our team. That's great.
Okay.
I'm sponsoring to people on late evening today, so it's going to be a fun day.
Well, here's what I'd like to do, you guys. Every Monday at 12:30, I want you guys to put this in your calendar, and I really would like and appreciate everybody to be here on time. And I want to do a good 1-hour training session every Monday with your core leadership team and anybody that is your leaders. And I would eventually like to get 20, 30 people on this training once a week, where we're just talking about the basics and getting people back to the fundamentals and doing a little bit of coaching and training. And I do believe that accountability for the leaders and getting everybody on the same page will get people inspired to start moving in the right direction. So if you guys are on board with that and will help me promote this, I'd like to start doing that. And since everybody didn't make it today, I'm only going to do this one time. After this, I'm not going to reschedule it. If people don't make it, they don't make it. But I will do it tomorrow at 12:30 if you guys can get your people there.
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
So tomorrow, 12:30? 12:30, I mean?
12:30 my time. So it's 1 o'clock my time right now. Was that? And then after that, we'll go to every Monday. And then what I would do is, you guys, anybody that you want to get, I mean, I don't care. We call it a leadership training. Anybody that wants to get on it, get them on here. I would just get them the link. The more people we can get on here, the more we create community, the more we create excitement. And I just need one of you guys there each week to help me translate.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, of course.
JP, what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, currently I was talking to some guys. They keep asking me if they can join the call, and I told them that it was like a private call first.
Let's make it an open call. We'll do our inner circle. Like, we'll do an inner circle whenever we need to, when it's just the leadership team with us. But my preference would be, let's get this training out to everybody. Anybody that we can get on it, let's get them on it. Unless you guys disagree, but I think it would be good. And what I'll do, JP, is I'll give you and Sergio and maybe Daniel and Christian, I'll give you the speaker link so that you guys are on here with me, and then we'll give everybody else the link to be able to watch.
All right. All right. Great.
What do you think, JP?
That sounds amazing.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm looking at the first week of August to be out there. I will have that firmed up hopefully by the end of this week. So start planning on maybe the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is, I believe, the I'm thinking the 7th, like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th-ish, somewhere in there. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, like that time frame.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and come 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then probably leave on the 9th. So that would give us Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to be able to do meetings.
So are you coming with Summer?
Yeah, she's going to come with me this time.
Yeah, great.
Why? You have a crush on my wife or something? I'm just messing with you. That'll be great.
I saw Kaiman's video hitting baseball. That was awesome.
Oh, he's getting good. He just started that this weekend. He's good.
Just in diapers.
Yeah.
It was so much fun seeing that.
Well, listen, guys, I have a 1:30 meeting that I have to go to, so I'm going to get going here. But JP, should we do tomorrow, or do you want me to just push out to next Monday? What do you guys want to do? I'll do a training on recruiting tomorrow if you want, and you can invite anybody you want.
Let's do it tomorrow so we can get all the people that we can.
Okay, just tell the guys that I'm willing to do these things, but I just really want to see their commitment. I mean, part of that is just part of leadership is showing up, and I really would appreciate if they don't have Wi-Fi, make arrangements to get to somebody's house, do what they need to do. That's what leaders do, and let's start getting people plugged into these things and plugged in just to me and to you guys, and I think that we can start to build something pretty awesome here.
We're on it.
Yeah, I think.
We're committed to it, so let's wait for everyone to get committed as well.
Okay.
We're expecting everyone.
Okay, and then following tomorrow, every Monday, 12:30, tell everybody just to put it on their calendar, and I'll have Colin set it up so it's a weekly reoccurring meeting. You guys will have the link, and just tell everybody it's weekly mentorship with Travis for Peru.
All right.
All right.
All right. Sounds great.
All right, guys. Appreciate you both, man. Have a great day today, okay? JP.
I'm sorry I was late. Have a great day, my man.
No problem, buddy. Feel better, JP.
Yeah.
Hey, JP, do me a favor. Can you email or call FedEx and see what they tell you today and then report back to me?
Yeah. I will.
Okay, cool. And by the way, I got 2 boxes of Instantly Ageless from somebody.
Yeah, you'll get more. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. I'll just save them until the next time I come out or when she comes out again. But probably I'll be there before her.
Yeah, I will send them.
Baby, me llama si puede.
Okay. Sounds good, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.